Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, for nerds, by nerds, hang out with these nerds.
I'm Ted.
Ryan.
And today we have our weekly wrap, nerdy news, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're doing.
I think we're just calling it the weekly wrap now.
Yeah, but I still like saying nerdy news. It's fun.
Nudie news.
No nudie news.
So out on YouTube.
We're going to put a bunch of links in the description below where you can check things out. So we used to do a huge long list that we would read off to you guys. We're not doing that anymore.
Because it's not very exciting. We're just reading. It's like the lunch lady reading what's for lunch over the loudspeaker in like high school and middle school. Not very exciting.
One of the things that is kind of exciting is we sent out last night, which was Friday. This is Sunday, but we're shooting on Saturday.
Time travel! Whoa!
Yeah. Woo. So the rewards all went out. I hope you guys enjoy them. Now we're working on cooking up July. We got some fun things planned for that. Some sneak peeks coming up as well. I'm really excited about that. So
that was for our Patreon supporters, which thank you all very much. Those that are supporting us, thank you so much, and we hope that you enjoy those rewards. We'd love to hear what you think about them, your feedback, room for improvement even.
You can send that feedback in the comments down below, or you can send an email over to nerdarchy@gmail.com.
Or even if you have testimonials, like letting other people know what you think the quality of it would go a long way, and telling others, this is a worthwhile thing to do. So,
yeah. So and essentially, basically, we have a bunch of you guys that have been patrons for a while, and we haven't really been doing anything for you other than what we normally do. And there's
quite a few people that were already patronizing us at given levels that we just created stuff for now too. We had plenty of people that were already giving us like $5-10 a month, so we created some stuff specifically
so essentially for you. This is our way of saying thank you. We wanted to do something for you guys, and when you sign up to become a patron, it's not just for that reward level. What you're really doing is you're supporting the 40 or so videos we put out a month, and the 20 or so articles we do, and everything we do on social media and everything like that, and we really do appreciate that. So thank you so much. On other news, so this coming week we have a ton of stuff coming out because, freaking Paizo and Wizards of the Coast decided to drop
massive bombs of information.
Bomb after bomb on us, so we had to, cover up some videos for that, which was cool. So you can expect to see some videos about Starfinder and
the D&D live Meltdown comics,
which was like a ton of stuff in there.
Yeah, they're basically they divulged everything that's happening late summer to fall. Yeah. It's kind of like the tone for the next year of Wizards of the Coast, really. In a way.
But it's exciting. We're getting our Splat book. So getting another one of those.
Finally.
Long last.
Number 2. We're getting one every 3 years or something. So that's really cool. This past week I got to run by fan game, so I was really happy with that. The players all were awesome. They did a great job. I did my little Zerg Xenomorph mashup adventure, so I had some fun with that.
Fun times. And in the announcement of live games, later on tonight in the future, I will be playing a game, Hunting a Tarrasque, run by fan Rhett Bruck, I believe, unless he did that name change thing to not be searchable or something. But I think his name really is Rhett Bruck. But he's running a game of Hunting Tarrasque. And so it's a fan game that got organized through the company of the N.E.R.D, which you could sign up for through the newsletter. You find out how to join the N.E.R.D, and it's like a sort of a separate thing where we find our sort of deep bench to go to with the fan games if we have people not be able to make it last minute or something like that. That exists, and people are organizing games within there as well.
Yeah, so that's really cool. If you happen to be a member of company of the N.E.R.D over on Facebook, I already put it out there. If you guys are friend me, feel free to. It also makes it easier. Like if I get stuck for a game like I did last time and I needed a player, I can see who's online and just message people and be like, hey, you want to jump in this game? Right. Which Alan hooked me up with last time, so that was cool. And that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed running that game for those guys.
So over on the website, as David said, we put out our articles every Monday through Friday. So this week we had a new article by Tim Sutherland. He did his first post for us. So thank you not only to him but to all of our regular authors.
Yeah, and he actually is from Australia, and he's a journalism student.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. You know, I believe he's like our third or fourth international writer for us. We've had New Zealand, we've had Canada, Australia. So we've had a few people, so that's really cool. What was there? There was something on the website. From Nigel. He's been doing his World of Darkness series, and so apparently the Get of Fenris is very popular amongst the World of Darkness people, because that thing has been shared all over the place.
Wow,
there's,
awesome.
Yeah, there's been a ton of Facebook likes on that. So that was
so
kinda cool.
if you're a World of Darkness fan, you definitely want to check that out.
Absolutely. And then also Ty Johnson is giving some stuff away for free, I believe, that he's written, so you guys can check that out as well.
Some fiction
Because if you didn't know, Ty is actually an author, and he does fantasy and I think some crime stuff as well. I saw, so you're able to go check that stuff out. I'm actually reading some of his stuff now. It's really good. I enjoy it.
Yeah. So I didn't get to weigh in yet on the Goblin Paw, which I thought is a really fun item. And so I was thinking that
he's referencing one of the YouTube videos.
The Goblin's Paw,
MageForge,
which sounds really fun. So I think you guys did so on the abilities were probably last weekly or whatever, where you have 5 fingers and maybe it expends certain charges or utilizations. I think up until the last finger, it should give the finger, because I think it's a very appropriate goblin thing to do.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, because Mike Gould did his own version of the goblin's hand in the comments, right? And one of them was where you could basically use 4 of the 5 fingers, leave it in, and leave a remainder of 1. So I'm like, the 1 has always got to be the middle
because
finger.
that would be the goblin gesture for sure. It's got to be something rude.
Well, the other thing I thought, what if we made some kind of undead goblin, and he's actually looking for his hand?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. A goblin revenant that's missing his hand.
Yeah. So revenant, lich, whatever.
Well, some unique undead that we could potentially create
Goblin Death Knight
as a friend or foe.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. So that sounds awesome. I'm into it. But yeah, so we definitely have to build that item out. It sounds really cool and fun. The idea of
we've had that one sitting in the roster for a long time. We just wanted to do our version of the monkey's paw,
right?
And we're like, well, what's that going to be? Well, what if we make it a goblin's hand?
Yeah, and also maybe for duration, we just look at what's the Horn of Valhalla? How long do they stick around?
Yeah, that or a figurine of Wondrous Power. It was something like that. But it was fun to mess around with.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that's everything else between videos and articles you can find down in the descriptions below. Is there anything else we need to cover?
Yeah, just jump down, click whatever it is that you want to read, watch.
Whatever fancies your tickle.
Yeah.
Whatever fancies your tickle?
Yep.
Okay.
I feel weird not having something to throw. But anyway, with that, until next time,
Stay nerdy.